Thoughts on Resistance by Rebecca Roanhorse. Here's the truth. Most days, I'm too tired to resist. Maybe you are too. Maybe after a day of work or school, you feel lucky to just get home, stuff your face, and fall into bed. Maybe resisting, whatever that means, feels like it's for other people, braver people, people out there doing things that you're not doing. Maybe resisting is just asking too much. When I was asked to participate in this anthology, I felt a mistake had been made. I'm not an activist. I'm not outspoken or well-known. I write science fiction and fantasy. I pretend for a living. But then I remembered, I am an Indigenous woman. Every day I'm alive is resistance. Every day I'm alive, I am resisting those who would reduce Native Americans to a footnote in a bad history book. Every day I'm alive, I am resisting those who say, oh, I thought all the Indians were dead. Every day I'm alive, I am resisting those who would reduce us to caricatures and mascots and Halloween costumes. Every day I am alive, I am resisting those who want to deny our right to languages, our land, our culture. I am resisting those who seek only to profit from Indigenous people, never to grieve with us, to laugh with us, to sit with us in protest, or joy, or silence. Some of us have been resisting since 1492. Last year, I saw Native nations and their allies rise up at Standing Rock and resist environmental injustice. They faced down water cannons in freezing temperatures and police dogs and rubber bullets. They were heroes, an inspiration. But not all of us are cut out to be frontline, pipeline warriors. And the good news is, we don't have to be. If you're more like me, right. Imagine worlds with Indigenous people in them, whether your story takes place in New York or North Dakota. And imagine these people not just surviving, but thriving. Imagine them as doctors and fighter pilots and detectives and housewives raising children in the suburbs. If you write science fiction and fantasy, imagine natives in space stations, natives battling the Empire, natives slaying dragons, of the North American variety, of course. Whatever you write, imagine worlds where brown and black girls challenge the status quo and stand up for themselves, where they love themselves and each other, where they get the happy ever after in the last act. Because imagining better worlds and writing them into being is my favorite kind of resistance of all. What I know for a fact is that there is no one right way to resist. Some of us will march. Some of us will call Congress. Some will write stories, even when we're tired. And for some of us, our very lives are complex and beautiful acts of resistance. Maybe yours is too. Maybe your resistance is to live. Live big and loud and joyously and fiercely. Live authentic to who you are. Refuse to be silent. Refuse to go away. Refuse stereotypes and limits. Because you, being you, is the most powerful kind of resistance of all.